Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California. A high-caliber, high-noon showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Connecticut Huskies and the Fresno State Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thanks, guys. The Connecticut head coach told me pregame he is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Uconn will deliver the opening kickoff, and we'll get this game going. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mack. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. Offense working from the pistol. Keeps it on the ground. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Let's talk just for a minute about Uconn. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around on that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
Man, and one of the reasons this guy's dangerous is because if things get off schedule, he can still hurt you. There was no panic, right? He's not just going to take off and go running. He kept his focus downfield, spotted an open guy, and, man, delivered a strike.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Ross. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Powers forward. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's third and goal from the 1. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Uconn. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll run it. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll go play action with Mack. Buying a little time to his left. Out wide left, it's McClain. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. The Bulldogs come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Quick handoff. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
They'll try the left side. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
Drives inside. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
He's changing the play. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And the Bulldogs trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now third and goal from the 2. Trying to punch it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bulldogs! point here will tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Using his legs, it's Reeder. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Fires to the big fella. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Fresh set of downs going up top. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Turns it upfield. Snowed under by the defense. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
You've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Long way to go on second down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on third and long. Austin Mack buying time to his right. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Zips it out to his man. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking for running room. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
To the air, it's Mack. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Mack from the gun on third down. Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture.
Oh, and he got a hand on it. It's blocked. Uconn going back to work on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Second down, going to throw it. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Bulldog. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And he tacks on the extra point. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Uconn offense goes back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start. And I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Rush is on. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Fields the punt. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Hand off from the shotgun. Turning it on! They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They'll go play action with Mack. Lets it fly. Catch inside the 25. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And that's exactly why you do play action. You freeze linebackers, you freeze safeties, you open up spots on the field and take big shots. The offense capitalizes and gets the big touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Firing to the right, complete. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick give. It's Reeder. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Makes the grab. It's Porter. They've got the first down. Mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. And the Huskies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Drops back on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Ross. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Finding some room. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. And this is a really important series. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Huskies.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Mack. He's going to let it go. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air. It's Mack. Throws to the tight end. It's complete. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start with Tennessee in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the Volunteers in front on the scoreboard and atop their conference standings. And it's hardly too early to dream big. This team is closing in on a 6-0 start. Could be a special season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Rolls right. Rolling right and going deep. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Uconn! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Throwing, Mack. Working that left side now. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. They'll go play action with Mack. Complete. Makes a man miss. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Tells to run, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
You know, if you're going to complete these dagger throws, you've got to have great anticipation as a quarterback. You almost got to throw it before the receiver comes out of the break. You need better timing on that.
All even here in the third quarter as they get set to snap it on 2nd and 10. Austin Mack throws to the back. This time he's got his man. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. There's some room. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They give it to him again. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Fresno State lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nowhere to go.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Trying to pound their way in. This time he'll be stopped behind the line, and they'll pretty much give back what they just gained.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Quarterback changing the play. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mack. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And that one will give them the lead. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking outside, it's Reeder. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking for a gap. It's Clark. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. To the ground. He's got it again. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll go play action with Mack. Buys time to his left. He'll get rid of it. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And the Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
The Bulldogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Mack. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead. But if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
And it's good! And now the lead's extended a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. He lets one fly deep. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. When you're trying to protect a lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. Wants to throw on 1st. Catch in the middle. It's Ross. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Here comes the heat. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. And he couldn't save the down or the yardage after the intentional grounding call. It'll be 2nd and long. Fires to the middle. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Got to make the play on fourth. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Hits the hole, it's Clark. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run him again. Then the offense coughs it up. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, you go from perfect position of strength. I get to salt this clock away. I get to run this out. I'm going to win to, man, now I got to put my defense back on the field, and anything can happen, right, in football, and you can catch breaks, and so now you got to go out and earn it. You had this thing under wraps.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Second down, gonna throw it. It's complete to the left. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Fresno State. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
And here comes the Connecticut offense ready to go to work. And maybe that fumble recovery becomes the first step in a miracle rally. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
This is a free safety that not only can play in the middle of the field and play center field, but he can lock up man-to-man as well with great coverage. You saw it there.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Got him. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Huskies moving quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end.
This offense is going to have to get more aggressive, right? They can't take many more shots short down the field and not getting gains. They've got to keep their foot on the gas. They've got to take some shots, work the middle of the field, but make some big plays down a couple possessions.
He wants to throw it again. Trying to get behind the defense. A full dive to haul that one in.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. He's got it. Oh, he's got some space. Got enough space. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And he finds this guy again on the outside. I tell you what, man, that's the matchup down here in this part of the field. You find your guy that you trust and you get him the football. He does the rest. I tell you what, I thought he was going to score for a second and get in, but now set up with this offense, first and goal in a great situation.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Second down to the air. Going for 6. Touchdown, Huskies. Fired in from the red zone for the score. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. Now Fresno State calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And so the Fresno State offense comes out onto the field. So the defense can't stop the clock 3 times here, so they can't just kneel on it. Need to pick up a first down and protect this lead. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible, the defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. They want to run it left here. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's a nice job by this kicker bouncing back. Last field goal gets blocked. Don't worry about it. Get that thing up in the air. Long field goals sometimes are low, but he drives the ball way up in the air and drives it through the uprights.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.